In the unforgiving arena of the Octagon, where warriors face the brink of defeat, true champions rise from the ashes. Today, we delve into the annals of UFC history to unveil the most awe-inspiring comebacks that left the world breathless. Brace yourselves as we witness fighters turn adversity into triumph, proving that in the UFC, the fight is never truly over until the final bell tolls. Number 10. Donald Cerrone vs. Melvin Guillard, UFC 150. Donald Cerrone made an incredible comeback to take out Melvin Guillard at UFC 150 in 2012. Despite being a former training partner and friend of Cerrone, Guillard came out aggressively and landed a huge left hook that rocked Cerrone in the first round. He followed up with more strikes and seemed to have Cerrone on the ropes, but Cerrone survived by biting down on his mouthpiece. Seconds later, he caught Guillard with a left head kick that stunned him, and then finished him with a right hand that dropped him to the canvas.
Right hand just turned the lights out.
It was one of the most shocking upsets in UFC history, as Cerrone went from being on the verge of defeat to scoring a spectacular knockout win. Number 9. Tim Boetsch vs. Yushin Okami, UFC 144. Tim Boetsch came from 2 rounds down to knock out Yushin Okami at UFC 144 in 2012. Okami was a former title challenger who had comfortably won the first 2 rounds of the fight with his superior boxing and grappling skills. He had Boetsch on his back for most of the second round, but Boetsch managed to escape and survive until the 3rd round. His corner told him to go for it all or nothing, as he had no chance of winning by decision anyway. Boetsch listened to his advice and unleashed a barrage of punches that caught Okami off guard and dropped him with a right hand. Okami got up at one point, but he was too hurt to continue and was stopped by the referee. Number 8. Georges St-Pierre vs. Michael Bisping. MMA fans were happy to see one of the sport's legends return when he signed a contract extending his 12-fight win streak to 13. Number 7. Miesha Tate vs. Holly Holm. Holm was coming off her historic victory against Ronda Rousey, and she dominated most of her fight against Tate, including the 5th with her striking and takedown defense. With less than 2 minutes left in the 5th round, Tate took Holm's back off a scramble and put her to sleep with a rear naked choke to win the UFC's women's bantamweight title.
The new UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion!
Number 6. Brock Lesnar vs. Shane Carwin. The UFC 116 bout between Brock Lesnar and Shane Carwin is often regarded as one of the greatest comebacks in MMA history. In the first round, Carwin dominated Lesnar with relentless ground and pound, almost securing victory. However, Lesnar showcased incredible resilience, surviving Carwin's onslaught. In the second round, Lesnar capitalized on Carwin's exhaustion, securing a submission victory.
Wow! Lesnar is the undisputed!
This comeback not only demonstrated Lesnar's toughness, but also added an unforgettable chapter to UFC's history, showcasing the unpredictable nature of mixed martial arts. Number 5. Eddie Alvarez vs. Edouard Folayang. Alvarez's one championship debut didn't go as planned, as he ended up getting knocked out by Timofey Nastyukhin. However, he earned many new fans when he pulled off one of the biggest comebacks in the promotion's history during his next outing. Folayang sent him to the canvas with a heavy leg kick and jumped all over him with vicious ground strikes. Just when it looked like the fight was over, Alvarez swept and secured top position. He finished Folayang with a rear naked choke shortly after.
It's good night, Irene! Eddie Alvarez is back!
Number 4. Conor McGregor vs. Nate Diaz. In their highly anticipated rematch at UFC 202, Conor McGregor faced Nate Diaz in what would become one of the greatest comebacks in UFC history. The first round saw McGregor dominate, but Diaz rallied in the second, connecting with powerful strikes and ultimately forcing McGregor to submit in their previous bout. However, McGregor showcased resilience and strategic adjustments in the 3rd round, landing precise strikes that led to a unanimous decision victory. The victory solidified McGregor's reputation as a determined and skilled fighter, making the McGregor vs. Diaz rematch a memorable showcase of comeback prowess in the Octagon. Number 3. Fedor Emelianenko vs. Kevin Randleman. This is one of the bouts that made Fedor the biggest star of the Pride era. Randleman was one of the best wrestlers in the division, and he got off to a good start, securing Fedor's back and following up with arguably the most beautiful German suplex ever seen in mixed martial arts. The slam was so devastating many fans thought the contest was over. However, in true Fedor fashion, the last emperor regained his composure and submitted Randleman with a Kimura shortly after. Number 2. Frankie Edgar vs. Gray Maynard. The showdown between Frankie Edgar and Gray Maynard at UFC 125 in 2011 stands as a classic example of resilience in the octagon. In a gripping lightweight title bout, Maynard dominated the first round, nearly finishing Edgar. However, displaying an unwavering spirit, Edgar not only survived the early onslaught, but rallied back over the subsequent rounds to earn a draw in a fight that showcased both fighters' tenacity. The thrilling and unpredictable nature of the bout cemented its status as one of the UFC's most memorable comebacks, demonstrating Edgar's ability to weather adversity and reclaim control to salvage a draw in a championship fight that left fans on the edge of their seats. Number 1. Anderson Silva vs. Chael Sonnen. The clash between Anderson Silva and Chael Sonnen at UFC 117 stands as one of the greatest comebacks in MMA history. In the initial rounds, Sonnen dominated Silva with relentless takedowns and ground control, nearly securing a victory. However, in the fifth and final round, Silva executed a brilliant triangle armbar, forcing Sonnen to tap out with just minutes left in the fight. Silva's resilience and ability to turn the tide in the closing moments solidified this bout as a legendary comeback, showcasing his unmatched skill and composure under pressure in the octagon. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new about the greatest comebacks in UFC history. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more MMA content. Thank you for watching.